think that one thing to consider, I mean, it was obviously a big week up, 5-6%, but there's a kind of an anecdote in the markets that, the strongest up weeks usually happen in bear markets when the markets go down. So that wouldn't be necessarily uncommon for, a downward market. You do see pops, people get exhausted of selling. But, I think with what we see, like you said, Brian, the light volume, kind of increasing towards the end. And then to kind of start this week, we've seen a little bit more of downward movement a little bit. I think that, I don't know if we've necessarily hit the bottom yet.
The odds are, based on the economic flow, that we do go lower. So we want to be real clear about this, though, Chris, we're not predicting that. We're not hoping for it. We don't want the market to go lower, but we're just saying, this is what we think is possible here. And so investors have to get themselves in a position where they're not so panicked if the markets go lower. One of the processes people go through in a market like this is they first of all think, oh, it'll be short-lived. Then there's fear. Then there's panic. Then there's reaction. And that's usually kind of when the bull market and the bear market really hits stride, when people are panicking and selling and things like that. We haven't seen a lot of that. We've seen a lot of frayed nerves, but no real panic selling. So that may be the next step to come. A lot of people are struggling with higher costs of goods, certainly commuters, with higher gas. Gas has almost doubled in the last year, which is really crazy. So anyway, it's very frustrating. Yeah, now, even in the last couple of weeks, we're starting to see a sharp slowdown in certain areas, like even though rents are up, sales of real estate transactions are coming now at a pace in the last couple of weeks to be actually near pandemic lows. So it's almost like, if anybody remembers 9/11, when that happened, the whole country just paused for a couple of days, where anything that was going on just stopped for a while as we tried to digest what happened. That's kind of what is happening. There's no disaster like an airplane hitting a tower, but economically, that's what's going on.
And one more I'll add to that, Walgreens, the pharmacy retailer, for those of you who own the stock, it's Walgreens Boot Alliance, is WBA is the ticker of what it's traded at. They were looking to sell off the Boots chain, UK pharmacy chain that they had acquired, but they scrapped that plan in recent weeks because they couldn't find a suitable seller that would make an adequate offer for them. So we've been having some companies that are trying to split but are unsuccessful in that aspect.